There's no room for gray, and that's where I live. No, you live in a pile of shit of your own making, Katie Joy. You are absolutely reprehensible, and your behavior is dangerous. In any event, Balls reposted your post that you made back in 2020, essentially accusing your neighbors of hate crimes against you, lying about the circumstances around what happened to your flag because they got on your ass, rightfully so, about the dogs that you refused to protect and to care for. You brought in, intentionally brought in or rescued dogs that had high maintenance needs and special needs. You didn't evaluate any way, um, any measure of containment for them so that they could be safe. Instead, you let those animals jump over the fence into other people's property and harassing the neighbors and harassing the other dogs, knowing that these animals have had traumatic histories. You did nothing to help provide them the structure and containment that they need to heal, to be able to trust, to be able to behave in a way that is helpful for them. You did not provide any of that. As usual, you fucking collect things, you collect people, you collect animals for your own sick purposes of building yourself up to be something that you are not. There's not a compassionate damn bone in your body. And I'm disgusted that you would use pride in this. I am absolutely disgusted. I've always been disgusted about this. This is fucking reprehensible. This is using people's experiences so you can make a story about yourself, so you can take your petty shit out on your neighbors that had legitimate concerns about your negligence. You're an asshole. You are a motherfucking asshole. I'll read this post. It's on Balls 2.0 Instagram. I've collected this screenshot already on my end. It was a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot, I'm sure. So in the post, Balls did this 16 hours ago, and it's now like 4:07 in the morning, and I've got to start getting ready soon. In any event, it says, "Dear neighbors, it's a hate crime and terroristic threat to target someone based on their sexual orientation. We don't have to like each other, but leave our flag alone. Your dogs all bark, blah, 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 blah. All of you do things that are annoying as hell. We aren't better than anybody else. Stop running around gossiping about us. Find a hobby, get a therapist, find a friend. I don't hate you at all. Please leave us alone and leave our flag alone. We will find out who's been egging, stringing, throwing rocks at our cars, and destroying our pride flag. The sheriff that you called on us told us that destruction of a pride flag is a hate crime, punishable by years in prison no matter what you do. You can't stop my pride." So you were threatening your fucking neighbors with a hate crime, with potential prison, falsely accusing them, much in the way that you've falsely accused others of sexual harassment, much in the same way that you have lied about being raped. And that's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say because I believe victims. But I do not, according to the evidence, according to what you do, what you have said, what you have done, in that instance, you were not a victim. I'm not saying that you had not been a victim before of anything else. I will never, I will never say that. But what I will say is that you did lie about that instance, and you put people in jeopardy. You lied about your neighbors committing hate crimes. To me, you basically fuck that flag up on your own. You probably put that flag out there. It was probably a beat up ass flag because you didn't take care of it, much in the same way you don't take care of yourself, you don't take care of your fucking house, and you don't take care of your family, in my opinion. And you blame them for this. You use people's struggle and pride in the LGBTQ plus community. You're a motherfucker, Katie. You have no idea what it's like to be discriminated against. Now, I'm only an ally, but I am a mother of a gay child, and a gay child who's a makeup artist and who's very unique and amazing. Okay? That man gets discriminated against. That man has gotten harassed, been called the F word, has been called all of these horrible things. Can you fucking imagine his daily life knowing that people refer to people like him as a predator, even though he's not a predator, because they think all gay men are predators, being harassed, and trans people being murdered for being transgender and all the bigotry. And some of y'all, you don't agree with me, fine. But don't get in a war with me about this, please. This shit is upsetting. This shit is upsetting. And I'm so fucking tired of her doing this crap. She has no idea what it's like to be discriminated against for being gay or anything else. She fucked that flag up either through her own negligence or intentionally, in my opinion, to discredit her neighbor and getting them into trouble. Now, I don't know if she had this whole elaborate plan to set them up, but it looked like that from the post, in my opinion. She should be fucking ashamed of herself. All right, so the next thing I want to address is Katie Joy and the police coming to her house again. Did Katie make the fucking call? Was Katie responsible for all the calls that were done to her so she could stop people from suing her, stop people from holding account to her? She has no respect for the authority. She doesn't. Do you think if she had any boundaries at all, any understanding of other people's boundaries, she'd be doing this? It's one thing if she had a problem and she had to keep addressing it because she wasn't getting justice. That's one thing. But this is an overprivileged, self-centered asshole who is using that privilege to abuse the system, to point blame about everybody else. And she has targeted people of color on this YouTube channel. She goes especially hard after them because she's an asshole. And how much you want to bet that she's pissed off with Miranda Derrick because of her marriage, because of her situation, calling it fake. Because she's a fucking nasty ass racist bitch motherfucking asshole. What a horrible thing to do. Police just came to my house again. Now they're filing false reports to the city in my name. Who, the police? And bringing neighbors into the situation. Katie fucking Joy, you did it, you asshole. You did it time and time again by lying about them being committing hate crimes against you, by harassing you, but doing all of that, and then accusing them of working for Robert Shen. And then in the next breath you say, please don't do this because my neighbors are going to be affected by this. You are such a stupid asshole. Using the neighbors' names when filing false reports. Who is a police officer? What the fuck is this? Good news is the deputy was super nice and promised to help stop this. Because Katie Joy is the eternal fucking victim of everything, and she'll victimize others to stay a victim because she wants to set up this whole scenario that people are in the employ of Robert Shin to attack her. Katie Joy's fucked no matter what she does. The lawsuit's going to bury her financially and professionally. It is. Now, I'm not waiting I'm not waiting with much anticipation for it at this point, because the legal system, the legal process will take their time, and the plaintiff's attorney has taken a leave of absence to take care of herself. Of course, Katie Joy's not going to say anything. Katie Joy's probably giggling about it. Oh, thank you. It's a reprieve. It's a reprieve. Probably wishing the woman a worse outcome in her own mind because she's fucking sick like that. Unbelievable. Here's the next post that Balls reposted for us. Our email address, blah, 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 has been taken offline for the time being to stop the influx of threats we have received in the past 3 days. This email has never been for personal use and was created for tips to be shared for viewers. For now, tips can be submitted via DM on Instagram or Facebook. We do not respond to all messages. We, meaning Katie Joy being the one writing all the fucking emails, all the threats. That's what Katie Joy does. She's the one doing that to herself, in my opinion. She's the one that fabricated this whole story that we're all part of some cult. Well, not me specifically. I haven't been directly targeted yet that I know of, but other people have. Katie Joy is the bitch behind it. She's doing this, in my opinion. She's the one going after these people. There is no room for gray, and that's where I live. Like I said, you live in a pile of shit of your own doing, Katie Joy. You will flounder. Your professional and financial life is screwed by your own undoing, and that's sad. You will use your child, you will use your dogs to get back at the neighbors. For any perceived thing. You will use and abuse anybody to get what you want. You are a disgusting pile of shit. Unreal. So you either sent emails to yourself or you just composed them, never sent them, but to prove something. Yeah, I'm with the others. I look forward to the next FOIA request information. I look forward to that. Be interesting to see what actually happens. And if you are indeed using the law to harass people, you should be facing criminal charges. You should be investigated behind all of these alleged things if you haven't been reported already to the FBI or to your law enforcement. I think something else is going on. I think someone did lodge a complaint against you, and that's why you're reacting this way. I fucking love this for you. I don't have proof of it, but if this is true, I fucking love this for you.